before I actually go live. So like if I'm rubbing my nose. Okay, so we're live. We're live. Hello, WorkFlowy users. Hi, WorkFlowy fans. This is Frank. If you don't know me, I've been out of action for about 2 months. First, I had the shingles, then discovered a new baby was on the way. So we've moved to a new apartment, getting into a whole new routine, sorting out technical glitches with internet access and all that kind of thing. But we're back. I'm back for the screencasts, for the blog posts, for the webinars. And we have Martine with us again. Hey, Martine.
Hello, Frank. Hi, how are you? So you've not had much going on in your life then? It's been fairly quiet then?
It's actually been, it's been a bag of mixed blessings. It's been good. You know, they say when it rains, it pours. So there's been a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. Shingles. I found out all about shingles. Like I had them last year and then this year again. So I was out of action for about a month, but here I am.
And we're pleased to have you back. You've been missed. I can tell you that for sure. You've definitely been missed.
In case you guys don't know, for those who, let me just see the chat who's in. Yeah, we've got a couple of people coming in. Let's see how many people are with us in the room. Got about 57 people, and hopefully that'll. All right. So yeah, I'm Frank. I do a bit of blogging on the WorkFlowy blog, wrote a little book, and doing these webinars. Today we're looking at shortcuts in WorkFlowy. There's some hidden shortcuts that are not on the shortcut menu. And I have Martine today with me specifically because she's on Mac, and we're going to get to the bottom of keyboard shortcuts from Mac, and I'm on Windows. So Martine, can you just introduce yourself? Tell us the good parts about yourself.
Oh, okay. I'll do my best. Can I just point out that Frank also has me here because tonight, tonight for me, not for everyone else, but tonight I'm going to be his glamorous assistant on this webinar. Let me tell you a bit about me. I'm a blogger and a podcaster, and I also create courses, and all of my content is aimed at creative business owners, writers, artists, makers. That's that type of person. So Frank and I go back I reckon we must have been chatting for a good year or so now, Frank. We met over WorkFlowy, I think it's fair to say, and it's really nice to be here helping out.
Martine, I just popped a message in the chat box there. I don't know if people are actually, they're just saying hi. I don't know if they can see us. So I want to quickly ask people if they can see and hear us.
Oh, there's some yeses. There's some yeses.
Oh, awesome. So everything's...
Excellent.
Being traumatized from the last 3 webinars. Be totally traumatized. Like, can you see us? Are we here?
I mean, seriously, last time Frank and I were talking for about 10 minutes and not realizing that people couldn't see us. And we were great, by the way. We were excellent.
I'm so proud of my jokes. And
they're not so good second time around. Yeah.
Okay, so Chris says much better than the last time. I think Martine's audio and video was great. It was perfect, but on my side. So I think the comment from Chris was probably for me, is that my audio and visual is a bit better. So I worked out some glitches there. Hopefully, it's all smooth sailing from here. Okay, guys, so we're going to get straight into it, and we're going to chat back and forth with Martine. And of course, if you have any issues with, you cannot figure out what the keyboard shortcuts are, maybe you're in a different country and the configuration is different, we'll try and chip in and help one another to get those exact keyboard combination shortcuts. What I've done, everybody, is I have... can you just give me a sign of life there for the shared demo list? I've loaded that. You see a picture of a banana and it says click here. If you click on that, it should take you to the shared list that we're going to work off today. It's a demo list, so you can edit it, you can do a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to work through that together. I don't know what tabs everybody else sees, but maybe they have to shift over to the offers tab or something, or maybe I should load it again.
Okay, yeah, if it's anything like I've got in front of me, I've got chat, room, polls, offers, video on the right-hand side. So I have to go under offers. Is that the same for everyone else?
I don't know if they're going to have that. It'd be nice to know what they see, but let me load it again. I'm going to unload it and load it again. Maybe that'll force it onto people's screens.
There's a few people saying they've got it now, so that's encouraging.
All right, so let me just... shared demo list, load that, and boom. That list is going to open up in a new tab. Don't worry, you're not going to it's not going to refresh this tab that you're in now, so you won't lose us. Okay, so yes, Wasim, I've reloaded it. Wasim says it's back. Great, everybody should see it. Click on the little orange button, and what you'll get is a shared WorkFlowy list, unlike any other you've probably seen, because at the end of it, it says demo. So you can edit it, you can do whatever you want. When you refresh it, you're going to lose everything that you've done. But for our purposes today, it's going to be perfect for everybody simultaneously to follow along. So I'm going to do a bit of screen sharing, Martine as well, but everybody can actually follow along step by step as I give you the keyboard shortcuts and try it out for yourself. And if you refresh it, which if you get stuck and you make a big mess and you delete whole outlines, you can refresh it and everything will reappear again. So it's editable just for you.
That's so cool. I just can't believe you've been able to do that with WorkFlowy. Is there absolutely nothing WorkFlowy can't do?
And we figured out for Martine, I think the last webinar with her trying to shift things up and down, the Mac, obviously the Mac and Windows keyboard shortcuts are slightly different. So we're going to take a look at all of those now and get to the bottom of them. All right. So first things first, let's dive right in. And no, let's not dive right in. I'm going to do a quick poll. And okay. I want to know, because obviously, guys, I think you can join us on an iOS device, on Android, on smartphone and whatnot, on iPads and stuff. But today we're actually hands-on practically going to go through this, and you need a keyboard. So if you don't, not a problem. You can follow along and enjoy, and just there'll be a replay, and you can use the replay when you're back on your keyboard or your PC or laptop. Let me just load a poll here. I want to see in real time who's using what operating system. Let me load this. Make the results public at the end. Okay, I'm starting the poll now. And it goes like this. What operating system are you using right this very moment during the webinar? Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, Linux, Ubuntu, other. So you might be using Linux, or Ubuntu as an operating system on your PC or laptop. But yeah, we have 000 for those. And it looks like everybody's on Windows or Mac. Smart people. I think you figured out that you do need a keyboard for this to really follow along. 2% are on iOS, so not a problem. Like I said, okay, good. So I'm going to end this poll now, and you're going to see the results. No biggie. We see 50% on Windows, 46% on Mac. So you're pretty valuable today, Martine. We're like 50-50.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
And the other 4% are, I think there's like a 50-50 spread on Windows and Apple products, because we got 46 on Mac and 4% on iOS.
Well, like you say, they'll be able to catch the replay if they haven't got a keyboard available, so that will work well.
So I'm going to load another poll quickly, just before we get cracking, and make the results public, and boom, there we go. So this poll says, how do you predominantly make your way around WorkFlowy? Like, how do you navigate? How do you delete stuff? How do you do stuff in WorkFlowy predominantly on your desktop? Do you click on the bullets, or in the breadcrumb navigation, those little links that are at the top? As you go deeper and deeper into lists, you see extra links at the top. That's called a breadcrumb navigation, kind of like Hansel and Gretel leaving breadcrumbs in the forest. WorkFlowy toolbar, which is at the top. You can go, you can undo, you can redo, you can put your cursor into the search bar. You've got a couple of tools there. And the bullets hover over menu. And then there's number 1, 2, and 3 above. Do you use all 3 of those, or keyboard shortcuts predominantly? I predominantly use keyboard shortcuts, and hopefully after this, that percentage is going to go right up. I'm saying predominantly. So sometimes I click on different places, but predominantly, like 99% of the time, I'm using keyboard shortcuts, and that's going to get you real comfy in WorkFlow. You're going to get stuff done quicker. You're going to shuffle things around, navigate quicker. We've got a couple of little tricks that are not in the keyboard shortcut menu. All right, so let's end the poll, and we see that 49% Basically, 50% of people click on bullets and click on the breadcrumb navigation links. The breadcrumb navigation links are pretty useful, but when you want to zoom back out of it, well, we'll get into that. So I think we've got a good audience today, ripe for the learning. Okay, let's get straight into this. People, folks, go across to, don't worry about losing me, go into the shared WorkFlowy list, and we're going to start working off that. The keyboard shortcut challenge. You've got a whole bunch of little special lists, and we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to do some time trials, and there's some great little dynamics that we're going to look at. I think it's going to be fun. So go along to your shared list. Don't worry about seeing me. You're going to hear my sweet, sweet voice. I'll guide you along, and Martine as well. Okay, so the first thing is exploding tags. I want everybody to go into that list that you clicked on, and you brought up in a separate tab. It's a shared WorkFlowy list, and the title is Keyboard Shortcut Challenge. Now you can edit it, you can do what you want. If you make a mess, you can refresh. I want everybody to zoom into a long, long time ago. We're going to do some tag exploding. I guess most of you already know that you can actually explode tags. So instead of placing your cursor, backspace, 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 backspace to delete, you can actually hold down the Alt key and you can click on them and explode them. So this is not a keyboard shortcut. Well, it is half a keyboard shortcut because we've got a key and we're using, let's say, the mouse pad. So I want you guys to zoom into the list, just like it says over there. Zoom into this list. And you're going to see at the top of your screen a whole bunch of tags. And what I'm going to do is share my screen for those of you who are unsure of what's happening. Let me go into turn share screen on, and you're going to see exactly what I'm doing. Can you tell me if you're seeing my shared list?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Let's have a look at the chat. Can everyone see Frank's shared screen?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is you guys can flip between what I'm doing. I'm going to try and be clear about this and not confusing. Try and flip between what I'm doing, sharing my screen. Most of the time you won't need it because I'll just try and guide you through this because you should hear me even though you're in the shared WorkFlowy tab. But work through the shared WorkFlowy list. And what I want you to do, you will see the very first tag is an @a. Hold down the Alt key and click with your mouse or your mouse pad. Can you try that, Martine?
Yeah, I'm holding down Command and that's not working. So Alt, I reckon.
Alt or the Option key on Mac. So Alt and click. Does it explode when you click on a tag?
No. I'm just trying a few options.
Okay, so I'm going to do this first. What you do when you want to explode tags, you're gonna do a screen share, and I'm gonna help you out in just a second. So let me see how quickly I can get through this. Okay. As you explode the tags, there should be like what they call an ASCII sort of animation. So here we go. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. It is a period of civil war. A little slow on my end, maybe because of the webinar upload speed and all of that. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory again. So now you see this little image, this ASCII animation sort of appearing. That is R2-D2 for you, for those of you who are Star Wars fans. Okay, so I'm almost done. To steal secret plans to the Empire's secret weapon. Okay, so everybody should see, after I've exploded all of those tags, and you can go ahead and do that too, we should see a little sort of ASCII animation of R2-D2, the little robot from Star Wars. So, Martine, go ahead and share your screen. Let's see what's happening on your side.
Ah, yeah, it's not working for me. It's someone's just posted in the chat that I should be using the Alt key. So I'm Alt clicking and it's not disappearing. Do you still want me to share my screen? Do you still want me to share my screen?
Yeah, please go ahead and share.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Just take a moment.
Okay, so try, are you with me? Try
Yeah.
Alt and click directly on it with your mouse pad. Try Control Alt click.
Control Alt click.
Let's see what they've got here. So it's actually for Windows, I've got Alt click, click, click. You just click on them in succession. Command click worked for me, Alex says. So try Control click instead of Alt click.
Control click. Command click. No, this is peculiar. I wonder if it's got something to do with the fact that it's a shared list.
You know what? At the top there, I see you don't have the question mark demo at the end of the
string. Okay. Shall I just? I believe I did, but shall I just put question mark demo on the end? Is it
have you got a hashtag at the end?
Nope. So I'll add a hashtag.
So why don't you go ahead, Martine, go back to the webinar platform quickly.
Yeah,
and
I'm just going to go through. Yeah, I'm going through that one.
Yeah, click on the link below the bananas.
Okay, done it. I am seriously the world's worst glamorous assistant, just for the record.
No, the glamour's on its way.
Yeah,
I'm putting Martine on the spot. She's never done this sort of thing before. Okay, so
I'm a proper student here. So what did we decide I was going to click? Command?
Just a second. Let me see.
It's working. It's working.
Okay, good,
Look.
good. Awesome.
Look, can you see?
Yeah, good.
Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
So what do you click? What keyboard shortcut are you using on Mac there?
Command click, 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 click.
Instead of Alt, so it's Command click, 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 right?
Yeah. So this is real life, people. This is me learning on the spot.
You missed one right at the top. The A at right at the top, top left.
Got it.
Now it lines up. Yeah.
Got it. Oh my goodness. Seriously, quick, huh? Frank, you have too much time on your hands. How did you work this out?
That was done about 1.5 years ago, but
giving your secrets away. Yep. There we go. Look at that, R2D2.
Okay, so yeah, if everybody managed to get that pick, now you know how to explode tags either on Windows, Alt, click, 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 and Martine, what do you got on Mac? Command click.
That was so good.
Okay, so guys, let's go on to the next one. In the breadcrumb navigation thingamabob right at the top, I want you to click on Keyboard Shortcut Challenge. Let's go back to the main menu that we were on. And we're going to move on to zooming in and out of lists without having to click on them. So zoom into or click on the bullet that says the cat in the hat. You there, Martine?
I am.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I want you to click on the bullet that says cat A. Then you see cat B, right?
Yeah.
Because as it goes, cat B is in cat A's hat, and so it goes all the way down to cat Z, and we're going to see what there is at the end. So keep clicking up to about cat D on the bullets.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of tedious, right?
Yep.
So your cursor should be in cat D or E or somewhere else. Now what I want you to do is hold down Alt and hit the right arrow. See what that does.
So it's Command arrow for me on my Mac. That's working. Yeah, and if I do the left arrow, it goes backwards.
It goes back. So just keep hitting for Windows people, Alt, right arrow, keep going right to the end until you get to cat Z. And and for Martine and Mac people, it's going to be Control or Command right arrow all the way to the end.
Yes, Command arrow.
Are you at the end, Martine?
I am. It worked.
Can you zoom into the Voom thingy and I'm just going to refresh my tab because it's a little slow here. And can you read that for me, please?
Then he, the cat in the hat, yelled, "Take your hat off now, little cat Zed." See, I say Zed because I'm British, but I suppose it's supposed to be Z, isn't it? "Take the voom off your head, make it clean up the snow. Hurry, you little cat. 1, 2, 3, go." Do you want the
Voom.
rest?
So this is kind of like the zoom, voom, zoom, right? Got it?
Got it. That's good. I love that.
Yeah, I copied this got this sort of idea from my daughter's Dr. Seuss book, Cat in the Hat Returns, or something like that. Okay, so you can go ahead, just like you discovered, you can, instead of clicking, now you can easily click on a bullet to go deeper and deeper. In this case, what we're doing to make it quicker is Alt or Command right arrow. But what you cannot do is zoom out anywhere near the bullet. You have to go to the breadcrumb navigation. So this is why this is so cool, is that with your cursor still